Good morning. Today we are going to do the revision for the chapter electricity. Now we can define what is potential difference. For understanding potential difference, first we will see what is potential. You have heard about potential in lower grades. It is energy by virtue of its height or position or its configuration. Now here I have taken two tanks which are having the same level of water and it is connected with the help of a pipe. Will the water flow from any of the tank to the other one? No. Now if I want to make the water flow from tank 2 to tank 1 without changing the level of water, how is it possible? Let us see how is it possible. Tank 2 is raised to a height h. Now you can see that as it is raised to a height h, the water will start flowing from tank 2 to tank 1. We can say that it is due to the height difference, or more precisely if we are saying it is due to the pressure difference which makes the water flow from tank 2 to tank 1. Same is the case with the flow of electrons also. The electrons will start flowing when there is a potential difference between the terminals. You can understand what is electric potential energy. For that, first consider a ball which is held at a height h. As you know that a ball which is held at a height h possesses potential energy. When you are releasing your hand, the ball will start moving down towards earth. The potential energy which it was having is now converted into kinetic energy, and before touching the ground the ball will be having maximum kinetic energy. Here also we can say that electrons, when they are held together, they possess the high potential energy, and when it is allowed to move, it will be attracted towards the positive, or it will move from high potential energy to low potential energy. So potential difference can be defined as the work done to move a unit charge from one point to another. So potential difference, it is denoted by V. Potential difference between 2 points is equal to work done by charge. The SI unit of work is joule and SI unit of charge is coulomb. So 1 volt can be defined as 1 joule by 1 coulomb. Potential difference can be measured with the help of voltmeter. Voltmeter is always connected in parallel in a circuit. Now we can solve this numerical. This is a solved example given in the textbook. How much work is done in moving a charge of 2 coulomb across 2 points having a potential difference 12 volt. So first we have to write the given quantities. As you know, here the charge is given 2 coulomb and the potential difference is 12 volt. We have to find work done. So we know that V is equal to work by charge. So work can be written as V into charge. So work is equal to V into Q, potential difference into charge. Potential difference is substituted as 12 volt. Charge is 2 coulomb. So when you are multiplying, we will get 24 joule. Next question is a 5-mark question which is asked in the previous year. What is meant by electric current? Name and define its SI unit. In a conductor, electrons are flowing from B to A. What is the direction of conventional current? Give justification for your answer. A steady current of 1 ampere flows through a conductor. Calculate the number of electrons that flows through any cross section of the conductor in 1 second. Charge of electron is equal to 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. Here, if you are following the steps, then it will be easy. So you have to answer as the questions are asked in subdivisions. You have to answer like that. First, we have to see the first question, that is what is meant by the electric current. You have to define the electric current. Amount of charge flowing through a particular area of cross section in a time t is called electric current, and I is equal to Q by T. Now next, name and define its SI unit. So first we have to name it. So electric current, what is the SI unit of electric current? Ampere. SI unit of electric current is ampere. Next we have to define it. Define 1 ampere. 1 ampere means 1 coulomb by 1 second. If 1 coulomb of charge flows through a cross section for 1 second, then the current is 1 ampere. Next, electrons are flowing from B to A. What is the direction of conventional current? So, conventional current direction is always opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. So, as the electrons are flowing from B to A, we have to say that conventional current direction will be from A to B. That is opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. You have to justify it. Give justification. So, in a metal, flow of electrons carrying negative charge constitutes the current. But the direction of conventional current we are taking opposite to the direction of flow of electrons. Next question, calculate the number of electrons that flows through any cross section of conductor in 1 second. So here we have to find out what is the number of electrons. So for that we can use Q is equal to N into E. N we have to find out. What is the value of Q? That is charge. Charge is equal to current into time. Current here it is given as 1 ampere and time is 1 second. So charge will be 1 ampere into 1 second, that is 1 coulomb. So 1 coulomb is the charge. So number of electrons N is equal to Q by E. Q is 1 coulomb. E is 1.6 into 10 raised to minus 19 coulomb. So we will get the answer as 6.25 into 10 raised to 18 electrons. Next question is a 1 mark question. Name a device that helps to maintain a potential difference across a conductor. A cell or a battery is the device which helps to maintain the potential difference across a conductor. So the answer is cell or battery. Next question, define 1 volt. Express it in terms of SI unit of work and charge. Calculate the amount of energy consumed in carrying a charge of 1 coulomb through a battery of 3 volt. So here also the question is having subdivisions. So it's better to answer like that. First you have to define what is 1 volt. 1 volt is equal to 1 joule by 1 coulomb, or we can say when 1 joule of work is done in moving 1 coulomb of charge from infinity to a point, then the potential at that point is 1 volt. We have to express the SI unit of work and charge, volt, in terms of SI unit of work and charge. So 1 volt can be written as 1 joule by 1 coulomb. Next, calculate the amount of energy consumed in carrying a charge of 1 coulomb through a battery of 3 volt. So here you can see that charge is given as 1 coulomb and potential difference is given as 3 volt. We have to find out the energy. Energy is same as the work done. So we have to find out the work done. So we have the formula V is equal to work by charge. We have to find out work done. So work done is equal to charge into potential difference. Charge is given as 1 coulomb. Potential difference is given as 3 volt. So when you are multiplying, you will get it as 3 joules.